Good morning. I have my coffee. I'm sitting here. I was like yesterday because I was like talking about some stuff or thinking about some stuff. I don't know. I'm so excited to get my new apartment. I haven't like I'm waiting until the first to really like look around just because I'm not planning on moving on until August 1st. And so you can't really do anything until then. But then I have like a different scenery, and then like everything can be different, and which is really exciting. But yeah, so yesterday, yes, I was thinking, and I really like going to Target because they have like this brand of cereal that's like really good. It's like peanut butter with like little like chocolate pieces in it. It's delicious. It's so good. Oh, I love that cereal. And so, but I used to work at Target, and I feel like it's time to talk about that because it's been like whatever. So I left FedEx, and my first job after FedEx was Target or Starbucks. I worked in the I was a barista, which was cool because I wanted to learn how to make coffee and stuff. Um, but I got hired on, and I don't know. The Yeah, it was just like I don't even know really why they fired me. Like apparently, like so. I used to have coworkers, and they would like do stuff for me, and then they would get mad at me, and I'm just like, I didn't ask you to do that. Like, please stop, kind of thing like that. And then they like implied that I needed like go and see the HR guy, and I'm just like, what? Kind of thing like that. And they're like, go, I'm just like, why? Like, I don't like, no, I don't. But they like made me like think I had like no choice in the matter. But eventually, that's why I got fired, is because I refused to see him on my breaks. And yeah, but yeah, it was like reversed, like sexual harassment. They like said that I was like saying stuff because I refused, like, because initially it was like that, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna go, I'm not gonna go, I am not going, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna flip it on you, and I'm just like, oh, okay, and they did, and that's how I got let go. But it's sad because I really like shopping at Target. But he did eventually step down. Like he stopped being the HR guy. He works in like clothing and stuff like that. So I really never had an issue, but people really is like don't want to let things go. I'm just like it's been like a year, 2 years now, and I'm just like and he's not the human research guy anymore in charge of the I'll say it the Fargo department, the Fargo store. And I'm just like they like Target fixed what their issue was. Like they understood what they did was wrong, So I feel like the sexual harassment claim that I or they or whatever filed, whatever it was, is gone, because they acknowledged that they made a mistake, and then they fixed it or removed it or whatever like that. And I don't think people understand, like, it's like when the cops give you a ticket or anything, after so much time have passed, it falls off, like it doesn't stay on your record for like whatever, like eventually, like even in workplace settings, when you get tickets, anything, like doesn't matter what it is, after so many amount of time, so much time, it falls off, and then it's no longer on it. So like a parking ticket. I don't know what the laws is for a parking ticket, whatever. But so like every like 3 years your records, or if you take out a loan, same thing. If you take out a loan, or if you have a credit card or anything like that, after like so many years or whatever, it no longer exists. So like okay, so like after like 3 years, it falls off. 2 years after, so 5 years total, people are bringing it up and talking about it. It doesn't matter. Like I understand that they still want you to have it on the record so they can use it against you, but it no longer exists. Like the cops, like if they riot or protest and stuff, the cops or the government can't put it back on. It's like it's been so much time on this, it came off, and like it no longer affects you. It's it's like having a credit score, you know, and I personally have really good credit, like really, really good credit. Like, um, because I make sure, you know, and like my thing is like, so when I was like apply when we initially bought this house, I for like the year prior, 2 years prior, I knew I was gonna buy a house, and like and so when you go into the stores, they always ask you to apply for store credit cards, you know, and then sometimes it's like it's really tempting because of the offers that they give you, like, ooh yeah, but I'm just like, right, I am going to get a house, and if you open a new credit card, it like not like long term, but initially it drops your credit score. And then if you look at your, I don't know how much you know about your credit score, but if you look at it, how many accounts it's open versus how many that's used, like there's calculations. It's really, really, really easy to figure it out. But if you can figure that out, like, so like if you keep on opening credit cards, like store credit cards, even if you don't have debt and you don't have any of that, it will still decrease your credit score, just because of all the open accounts that you have and stuff. And then how new, so like if I decide to open a whole bunch of credit cards within a short period of time, I have a whole bunch of new credits, and then longer you have them, then it fixes itself. But then it like, but if you don't like use like, and then like if you have like, so like I have a like, so I go through Wells Fargo. I went through Wells Fargo since I was like a minor, like like a long time, like, and I've thought about switching to different banks just because they do better, and like Wells Fargo's have had a lot of issues in the past. um and I'm really surprised that they're still open and stuff like that. But like my thing is, I haven't went to another one is because like my credit card that I have, I've had since like I was like under the age of 18. And so it looks really, really good, you know. And like I've thought about like canceling it and opening up another one, but then it doesn't look as good because I don't have the amount of time at because my credit card has been open for like 15-20 years now anyway, something like that. And so so like the thing is, if I close it and then I look, it doesn't look as good, you know. And that's like my issue with my jobs right now is like, I know like my thing is like I really enjoy job hopping just because I get a good feel about different types of jobs. And like for me in my life right now, I needed that just because people like, oh, this is the way of life, and I'm just like, no, this is the way of life at this job. Trust me, I've worked at many of other jobs and they're not the same, not the same. So I'm really grateful that I've had that. But at the same time, I like when I write down on my resume, it's like, I've been at this job for this amount of time. It looks good. Like it looks good. It looks like you can like um be devoted to something, you know? So I like that. So in my mind right now, I'm struggling because I went through so many jobs in the last like 2 years. And I'm really grateful for it because it's basically like the same job, because I'm just like, I jump in at a job, I learn like their ways of life, you know, and then I find a different job and then I do the exact same thing. So I'm basically an auditor, you know, basically. But at the same time, I just like, I don't want to keep on doing that because eventually I'm going to get to the point of being like, oh, okay, a job is going to interview you and you're like, oh, you can't keep a job, you know, even though I technically can, you know. And so I'm torn with that because now I'm really like wanting to find a job that actually wants to keep me for a long period of time. And I'm a good employee, you know, I've had long-term jobs. But at the same time, you know, it's just like I'm really torn, you know, because like it's good to jump around like the average amount of time. I don't know how it is now, but like back when I was like younger, you know, like 5, 10 years ago, the average amount of time at a job is like 6 months, which was crazy because I was like at a job for like 7 years, you know. And now my average amount of time at a job is like 6 months to a year, you know, and that's pretty standard for me for the last 2 years. And honestly, for 2 years, that's not bad. Like, I I had a really career, you know. I was planning on retiring there, and like I really was, you know. I had my whole entire life planned out, you know. I was planning on staying and retiring and stuff. And when I heard that they were like downsizing and closing, you know, because the company that I was working for had different like they had the main, you know, company, and I would say sisters, but they're not sisters. They have the main company, and then they have branches that come off of it. And then our branch was gonna get closed down because they were just strictly gonna go to the other branch, and they were going to keep most of us, but they were gonna like convert us to like something else and condense and then merge the two branches together and stuff. And I'm surprised that they still haven't done that. I'm waiting, you know. And they were gonna do all that, and I was like super worried about it. Um, but um, yeah, they never happened. And so when I left, I was kind of relieved because I was like, I have some time to look for a job that I actually really like and want to make a career out of it and stuff like that. And I was excited about that just because I kind of had that. I was like, I had a head start among the other people, you know. But then the other people like, you need to come back, and I'm just like, you guys are closing your doors. Like, I don't understand, you know. So I was like really torn by that. And then they're like, you need to fix stuff, and I'm just like, I don't have anything to fix, you know. Like, I really don't. Like, I really don't get it, but it is what it is. And I was like excited because I had like a head start. And then, yeah, and then so like my thing is now I'm just like, okay, I've had all these jobs, you know, and some of them are good and some of them are bad. My last job destroyed me, like destroyed me, you know. And it's sad because like I really wanted other things for my life, and it like that job destroyed me. Um and now I'm just like, I'm torn because I'm just like, what I went through, it's good and bad, but depending on the company that's hiring me, you know, can look at either way, you know, what it is, you know. And so, but yeah, yeah, so it's interesting. It really is, but I'm gonna finish my coffee and let you guys go. Bye.